Happy Winter Een Mas. It is the last day, and today we are talking about sports. Hey all! So it is the final day of Winter Een Mas. I hope you've all been enjoying it as much as we have. I hope you enjoyed this series as well. Make sure that you've been commenting, liking, subscribing to everybody involved. Today it's a sports game day. There are many sport games out there, all kinds of games that you wouldn't even consider as sport games, and obviously with esports that opens up the door for a far greater collection. For example, Tetris 99 is technically a sports game because it's an esport now. So yeah, why don't we go and check in with Chronik on what their favourite sport game is.
Right, next on the list is sports games. So sports games get a lot of hate, mainly from Sega Head, but I just think you need to broaden these horizons. There's some awesome sports games out there. There's also a video coming on the channel soon. Sports games for people who don't like sports games, so you need to watch that one, mate. So on our list, basically, there was quite a few that we would choose. You've got your FIFAs, which to be honest with you aren't great. Your Pro Evolution Soccers, which used to be great, to be fair, back in the day, PlayStation 2. Random team select games, but I'm going to go with the games that I've been playing a lot recently. It's extreme sports, still counts. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 is my favourite sports game. I did play the NBA games, NBA Jam, awesome, love that. More at the arcade though, so that's why I went with Tony Hawk's, and because I've been playing it so much recently, it's fresh in my head. So Tony Hawk's 3, obviously there's so many Tony Hawk's games now, but 3 for me stands out. The gameplay mechanic on it, I think they got it just right on that one. It was fast flowing, you didn't have to go to people like in 4, so you had to skate around and go to people in 4 to unlock your missions, whereas this one, it was like a list. It was the last of the lists, and I prefer that. You have 2 minutes, try and do as many as you can. Really good gameplay as well. So it's one of those games that once you get the hang of, you feel like you're in the flow of it, and you get a feel for it, which is good. So favourite sports game, Tony Hawk's 3. So thank you very much, Nate, for having us on the channel. We really do appreciate jumping on this channel and being involved in this awesome collab. I'm looking forward to hearing what the other guests pick. Back to you.
Yet again, Jamie, you're coming in with the punches on these great game choices. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 was just the pinnacle of these skating games, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to see if we can get a new skater game on the Switch, the PS4, the Xbox One, and just something that like takes everything that we had in the 90s, fixes some of those weird glitch problems that we had, and improves on it, allowing us to do more of our own trick creations and other parts, like give it a full sandbox playground for us. I would pay so much to happily have a game like that. Maybe we'll get that with the new skate game coming, but I'm not holding my hopes up. So yeah, I agree. Pro Skater 3 is where it is at the moment for the extreme sport games. I'm actually planning on myself doing a little series with the Pro Skaters. I'm just working on reacquiring the games at the moment, but then you can all expect some fast-paced let's plays with those as we go around completing the missions, getting pieces unlocked, making fail videos galore, because who doesn't like to see some good wipeouts, right? This is where we all really like to see everything. You know, we like our gamers, and we like that a lot of them are good, but there's nothing like watching somebody fail. It's a beauty. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Thank you for letting us all know what your favourite sports game is. why don't we go and check in with Chronik Spartan on what their sport game of choice is.
Now, sports games, I do actually enjoy a good sports game, to be fair, but most of the sports games I really enjoy are the ones that are more in the kind of back in the day when EA Big were doing a lot of their games. But the one I'm going to pick isn't an EA Big game, and it's one that I think a lot of people can probably relate to, especially in the retro gaming scene, and that's NFL Blitz 2001. That was another game that me and the guys used to just play loads of when we would just have a few drinks. And it was just so much fun. It was really my first introduction and experience of the world of NFL. And it was great because I started to understand American football more as the kind of tactical sport that it is, as opposed to just like the brutal gladiator sport that it seemed like it was. But the best thing about NFL Blitz is that as good as a simulation in terms of the tactics and the gameplays that you'd be playing, as we all know, it was just pure unadulterated fun. And one of the best things about it was just being able to get those like late hits in, like after the whistle blew. For like about a good 10 seconds, it was like a wrestling, like the Royal Rumble or something, where everyone's just piling in and diving on. So once again, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with NFL Blitz 2001 because of the memories I've got with my mates playing it, and just what an amazing game that it was at the time. Thank you so much, Nate, for having me as part of this Winter Een Mas. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm really interested to see what the other guests have to say as well.
What a great choice there, Chronik. I haven't played NFL Blitz, but I did play some of the NFL games. It must have been Madden back on, I guess it was the SNES. It might have been the Mega Drive. I didn't really keep playing those kind of sport games carrying on. Played a little bit of like some of the baseball games. I didn't ever really enjoy the football games. I just left those to my brother. Basketball, however, I have played so many basketball games, and I will more than happily play some of that online with some people. So yeah, anyway, why don't we go and check in with Frosty on what their sport game choice is.
And then last but not least, for the sports, I don't play sports at all, so I can't give you any info there. So that is my take on the favorite genres, or favorite games of said genres. Once again, Nate, thank you for inviting me to this collab, and yeah, I hope you guys like my options. And as the man himself always says, keep it geeky. Ciao.
Oh, Frosty, really? You don't have any sport games at all? Not like Blood Bowl from Warhammer, or Speedball on the SNES. I am shocked that you didn't have any like kooky sports game. I really would have thought you would have found something really bizarre, because you're so good at finding the most interesting games online to just share with the community. Everybody, please go check in with Frosty. Check his page out. You're going to find some really fabulous games that he does Let's Plays with on there. Also, some really cool Minecraft builds. If you're into Minecraft, there are two brilliant villain builds that Frosty and one of his pals, Red, did. You're going to love it. Again, Frosty, thank you for being on the channel. I've absolutely loved every piece of our collab. They're always so much fun. So again, thank you for your animation skills, everybody. They're really top notch. So let's go and check in with Sega Head on what their sports game of choice is.
What's the last one? Sports? Christ. Pitbull. I don't know if you count it as sports because it's a science fiction-y game, as in it ain't a real sport. But it is a sports game, and it's the only sports game I can think of that isn't shite. That's my reasoning for that. Yes. Thank you very much for watching my choices on the selection of genres that we were meant to talk about. Please click like and comment and all that other pony on this video. Thank you very much for watching. Somebody else's turn.
Cheers, Sega Head. Pitbull definitely does count. Maybe I wasn't clear when I put down the sports genre, but the video game god of sports considers anything along those lines as a sport. It doesn't have to be based on a real world sport. It can be completely science fiction. It can be as difficult or easy, as long as it requires the key thing of sports, focus, and some other human skill that can be shown off. As I've said, esports count in this field. This could be a place where I could talk about like Arena of Valor, Fortnite, sadly, Call of Duty. Any of those games would fit. They are all technically sports in this part. For me though, the game of choice is Rocket League. There is nothing more fun than speeding around in a car, hitting a ball into a net, flying through the air, or just accelerating at ridiculous speeds on the ground, being able to jump the car, do stunts, all just trying to work as a team to get that ball into that net to score that goal. Or one of the other variety of games like the hockey or the basketball, or the or the basketball. They're all really, really fun. The variety of cars, the companies that have got involved as well with producing cars. I play mostly in a Batmobile because I just love it. I do occasionally hop over to play in the DeLorean as well. This game is great fun. The one complaint I have with it on the Switch though, and I hope Nintendo you're watching, you won't be, but I hope you are, we need you to make trigger buttons work on the Switch. For Pete's sakes, it's a necessity. I don't play racing games and expect to only have on-off. That doesn't make sense. Get rid of these digital trigger buttons. Give us back the analog buttons. Get us allowing to have controlled acceleration that is sensible. You had it on the GameCube and it worked. You had it on, I think you had it on the Wii U. You've had it on the Wii. Why did you get rid of it on the Switch? I don't understand. I don't think it was anything lazy. Maybe it was a fear of having extra mechanisms in the Switch, in the Joy-Cons. Maybe you needed extra space. But you could have had it in the Pro Controller. That wasn't a problem there. And I know that the trigger buttons technically work because you can use the GameCube controller. So all you need to do is leverage the code to allow us to use it. Heck, I could use my Stadia controller then on it instead, which works perfectly fine on Stadia. So come on, please give us that. Rant over, everybody. I'm sorry. This is the absolute last day of Winter Een Mas. I hope that you've all spent the last 7 days effectively. I hope you've been enjoying it. I hope you've got good plans today. We've had fun doing all these videos with our pals. I can't just get over how great these people are. I can't get over how awesome they are for being involved. So thank you all for helping me out with this series. And honestly, guys, girls, cats, dogs, elves, please go and check them out because you will love them. You won't get enough of them. You will be begging for more videos. Trust me, they're all great. Also, while we're at it, go check out the Retro Refresh website. I'll put a link below. Everyone involved in that are just amazing. They deserve your love. So yeah, enough spamming and pushing. Thank you all for watching. You've been great. It's been a great week. And until next time, keep it geeky.
Geeky.